Hi children, good morning everybody. I am Ramadevi here. Welcome you all to the session of mathematics. Children, I am here today with a new chapter, time, that is chapter 6. We all know that time is very important in our life. Time is precious. Time once lost cannot be taken back, or we will not get it back. Now, what is time? Let us see what is time. Time is the duration in which all things take place. How can we know time? We can know time using a clock or a watch or a mobile phone. Even in your laptop, you can see the time. Now, normally at home we see time in a clock. Clocks are of two types. One is analog clock and the other one is digital clock. Now you can see a analog clock here. In this clock we have only one needle, that is the hour needle. We use the hour needle to point the time. Now the time in this clock is 12. Now if it points 1, we read it as 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock and so on, isn't it? In this clock we can see numbers from 1 to 12. But in a day we have 24 hours. So how will we say the time? This hour needle rotates 2 times in a day so that it makes 24 hours. This 24 hours in a day is divided as 2, that is AM and PM. Now what is AM? The full form of AM is ante-meridian and PM is post-meridian. Now when is the time we say that it is AM? From midnight 12 o'clock to afternoon 12 o'clock, we say it as AM, that is ante-meridian. And from afternoon 12 o'clock to midnight 12 o'clock, we say it as PM, that is post-meridian. Now, next one, we can see a clock here with 3 needles. Now, which are the 3 needles? One I told you before, that is the hour needle. This short flat needle, we say it as the hour needle or the hour hand. The little bit long flat needle or the hand is the minute hand, and here a red hand is seen, that is the seconds needle. So there are 3 needles, one is the hour needle, the other one is the minutes needle, and the last one, the thin long needle, that is the seconds needle. So what is the need for this minute needle? We use this minute needle to see the minutes. So the minutes are given here. See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So the numbers are skipped counting in 5s. So each from 5 to 60, we say it as minutes. So this minute hand shows the minutes of the time. Is it clear? Now come to the seconds needle. The minute needle represents the minute and the second needle represents the seconds in the clock. So we must know that 60 minutes are there in an hour. Now what about the seconds? There are 60 seconds in a minute. 60 seconds make a minute. Now what is a second? Second is the time which is less than a minute. For example, the time you take to blink your eye once, we say it as a second. The time you take to count the number from 1 to 3 is also a second. The time the chalk piece falls down to reach the ground is 1 second. So, a second means it is the time which is measured less than a minute. Some important points to remember. There are 24 hours in a day. That is, one day means 24 hours. 60 minutes make an hour and 60 seconds make a minute. So, how many minutes make 2 hours? 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So, 2 hours means 60 plus 60. 60 minutes plus 60 minutes is equal to 120 minutes. This is a small sum which we have to put in our mind. Next, let's go to a problem which is in the textbook. School anniversary. Excellent speech. Raj started to speak at 10:30 a.m. Now he has spoken for 40 minutes. What is the time now? So you can see two clocks here. Now in this clock the time is 10:30. The hour needle is in between 10 and 11 and the minute needle is at 6. That means 30. From here when we count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So the time is 10:30. And here you see he has spoken for 40 minutes. He has spoken for 40 minutes. So the needle from the minutes have to move till you count 40. From here you start counting 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. When it becomes 30, the hour needle is at 11. Hour needle should reach 11 and 35 and 40. Now, so the minute needle is at 10. So, what is the time now? The time is 11:10 a.m. Is it clear? Now, the time is 11:10 a.m. Now, let us add. Rani was running for 35 minutes and Fatima was running for 40 minutes. What is the total time they were running? So, to find the total means I have told you we have to add. Now, in addition, listen here, Rani is running for 30 minutes, Fatima for 40 minutes and the total is 75 minutes. But do we have 75 minutes in an hour? We don't have. We have only 60 minutes. Now, how can we find out? So, what we are doing is hours and minutes. We draw two columns, hours and minutes. Now, add the minutes. We get 75. Now, when it goes more than 60, because 60 minutes only make an hour. So, when the number goes 60 or more than 60, you can convert that 60 minutes to 1 hour. 60 minutes you can convert into hours. So, when I subtract 75 minus 60 from 75 minutes, I am subtracting 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. So, from minutes I subtract and add it to the hours column. So, 75 minus 60 is 15 and this 60 is converted as 1 hour. So, the time taken is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Therefore, they were running for 1 hour and 50 minutes. Now, one more question. Journey. Journey means to travel, isn't it? From Calicut, I drove the car for 1 hour and 50 minutes. And Pranav drove it for 1 hour and 45 minutes to reach Ernakulam. What is the total time taken for travel? Now, let us write the statements. Time taken by me, that is 1 hour and 50 minutes. Time taken by pronoun is 1 hour and 45 minutes. Now, therefore, the total time taken is 2 hours and 95 minutes. Here also I stress there, we don't have 95 minutes in an hour. We have only 60 minutes. So, again I wrote here hours, minutes, 2 column. So, 2 hours and 95 minutes. That 95 minutes we can convert into hours and minutes again. So, 95 minus 60. Why do I minus 60? Because 60 minutes make 1 hour. That 1 hour can be converted to hour column. Shifted to hour column. So, 95 minus 60 is 35 and here 2 hours. This 60 minutes makes 1 hour. So, I have added 1 hour. 2 plus 1 is 3. So, 3 hours and 35 minutes. That is the total time taken is 3 hours and 35 minutes. Hope you have understood the conversion of minutes to hours, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.